Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy HT, bringing you guys another brand new video for your faces. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today, and I hope you guys are all excited for the video. So recently, I've been throwing on just some old builds that we used to run in Warzone, in Verdansk, and just see if they're even worth anything anymore. And I think I might have found a little hidden relic. I don't see a lot of people really using this class, but I think it just got a silent buff. Now, this gun I'm talking about is the M13. The M13 had its run, and it kind of died off towards like closer to the end of Verdansk, and it really hasn't, I haven't really been, killed by it or anything like that in a while. But I started running it on Rebirth and kind of noticed that this thing kind of shreds. That's enough of me talking. Let's jump into this M13 build. All right, guys, so jumping into this M13 class setup, we're gonna start off with the muzzle. Now for the muzzle, you're gonna want to run the monolithic suppressor. Now the monolithic suppressor gives us that sound suppression as well as an increase in our accuracy and damage range. Does kind of hit our mobility pretty hard, and I think that's one of the biggest downfalls to this M13 build is it does feel very sluggish in your hands. But if you pair it with like a PPSH or some fast SMG, it definitely doesn't make any difference at all. So let's move on to the barrel. Now for the barrel, you're going to want to run the Tempest Marksman. Tempest Marksman gives us that increase in damage range as well as an increase in bullet velocity and better recoil control. It does hit our ADS speed and movement speed. Seems like everything in this class does kind of slow you down even more. Throw the Tempest Marksman on, we'll move on to the optic. Now for the optic, it is personal preference. I do prefer the VLK 3x optic. It's a good happy medium and magnification level, and it's not very intrusive. If you do want to run like a red dot or like a GI Mini Reflex, I do find myself throwing the GI Mini Reflex on every once in a while, but I do prefer the VLK 3x optic. All right, guys, so moving on to the underbarrel, you're going to want to run the Commando foregrip. The Commando foregrip gives us that recoil stabilization and aiming stability. Then again, it does hit our mobility pretty hard, but when you compare it to the other ones, the accuracy and the control, as well as a little bit of range that you get from the Commando, is not a big trade-off for like the big mobility hits that all the other grips kind of hit. So I feel like the Commando just is like the happy medium between control and movement speed. So throw on the Commando foregrip and we'll move on to the magazines. Now for the magazine, you want to run the 60 round mags. Now if you do want to have a little bit more movement speed, a little bit less sluggish feeling, you could throw on the 50s, but I would much prefer to have the 10 extra rounds in the clip than to be able to run just a tiny bit faster, almost probably where you wouldn't even tell that big of a difference. I personally prefer the 60 round mags. All right, guys, that is all for that M13 class setup. Definitely throw this class on and let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you guys have any other builds that you guys think are meta right now or actually doing a lot better, or if you run an M13 class and you actually have different attachments, let me know in the comments down below. I'll throw it on and give it a shot. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. It's been your boy HT. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.